Hey there, I'm Sue and welcome to Cozy Notes, where I share slow living, cozy habits, and everyday moments that feel like a deep exhale. And this is Postcards in the Mail, our family travel series where we don't rush, we don't do everything, and we're totally okay with snack breaks being the highlight of the day. So come wander with us. All right, so this trip was from last year, and yes, I'm just getting around to editing it. Actually, I edited it already, and then I don't know what happened. I ran out of room on my, I don't know. Anyways, I had to re-edit it. And so I decided I'm going to, insert me in here, the today me. But we're all into slow living around here, so no rush to upload. So yes, you will be getting some travel videos from last year. And when we make new ones this year, I'll make sure they're uploaded in a timely manner so they're not so, dated. So last year, my husband was working up in Reno, Nevada for several months, and we made several road trips up to visit him. And I think it was our first road trip up there. We decided to detour because my kids have never been to Death Valley. And so we decided to take a detour through Death Valley rather than taking our normal route, which is Route 395. We did end up going on Route 395 for the remainder of the trip, but this video is just going to show what we did our first day of travel. Actually, our first day of travel, I didn't record because it was getting through LA, because we live on the coast and we need to get through LA to get to the desert. And sometimes that takes a while depending on what time you leave. And my kids had classes and stuff, so we left a little bit later and we got to, where'd we stay? Barstow? I think we stayed in Barstow that night. And I didn't film any of that because there wasn't like the best of motels. But we stayed in Barstow, and then the next morning we went to Calico Ghost Town, and I had fond memories of Calico Ghost Town. It's a very touristy ghost town. I remember going there as a kid. I remember going there with my husband when he was my boyfriend, back when we were first dating, and it was very crowded. I remember it was very crowded, it was very touristy. And so when I went with my kids, we went early because we were staying in Barstow, so it was really just 5-10 minutes away. And we got there right when they opened, and we got to explore for an hour or so. And they allowed dogs, which is something I didn't know. And so we were able to walk with our dog all around. The dog was allowed inside the buildings and stuff, which was pretty cool. They even had a little dog shop, dog store. I don't know. And he got a biscuit. So yeah, we had a really good time just exploring the ghost town. There was no one there, like I said. I mean, there were a few people there, but it wasn't like the time I had gone before. So highly recommend, if you want to beat the crowds, go in the morning so that you can enjoy, and on the weekday too, so that you can enjoy the day. You can enjoy Calico Ghost Town, and it actually feels like a ghost town because there was barely anyone there. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any reenactors, but that's okay because I feel like sometimes that pulls you out. I know some people think that pulls you in, like you're seeing history, but for me, it pulls me out because it's just so fake.
There's no snakes up here, right?
Yeah.
Rocking her to sleep. Wind whispers in the trees. Hidden secrets are hard to keep. Sunset in golden fields. Goddess warrior and
what? Do not enter danger. Danger is mine. I'm going. Ooh, a minecart. I'm gonna hop in. Okay. What is it supposed to do?
lost the battle and her dream. Hidden secrets are hard to keep. She's still waiting, holding on through the night. She's still waiting, wishing
Oh no, he was in jail. Good dynamite.
dawn is bringing morning light.
That's a blacksmith. Yeah. Hey, monkey, let's fight.
Dawn is bringing morning light.
Oh my goodness. Why did they do this to my cousin's teeth?
Hidden secrets are hard to keep.
And then from there, we made a quick stop at Baker because we were taking like a back route into Death Valley because we wanted to go see Lake Manly. And in Baker, we went to see the tallest thermometer. I think it is the tallest thermometer in the world or in the US. I don't know. The tallest thermometer. And then, I mean, that was kind of boring. It was just like, ooh, big thermometer. But the main reason why we wanted to go there was because of alien fresh jerky. So if you're familiar, if you've ever like driven like towards Las Vegas, you're probably familiar with alien fresh jerky. Originally started off like as a little shack, and it has grown since. Now it's like a full-on tourist attraction. At the time, they were building a hotel. It's probably done by now, I would assume, but it's like a spaceship. You get to, yeah, so my kids want to go back. So we'll probably have a future video of us visiting that place because my kids really wanted to go. But it was fun. It was a fun little detour to stop and to take in. We weren't in any rush.
Oh, not a blue car.
Possess this key to your future, or share wisdom with you, I will.
I love The Simpsons.
We probably should have gotten food in Baker, but we wanted to stop in Shoshone, which is just right outside of Death Valley because they have a really good diner there. However, even though the website said they were open, they were not. They were closed. And I guess like, because it was during the week, and I guess during the off season, they're not open every day. I guess the busy season in Death Valley is summer, which I think is crazy. Like, why would you want to go to the desert when it's blazing hot? You could potentially like dehydrate and die or get sick. Yeah. Best time, in my opinion, to go to Death Valley is during the springtime. Winter is nice too. Temperatures are perfect, except at nighttime it can get really windy. So I prefer spring because of the wildflowers. And sometimes you get a lake. So we ended up cobbling together a like I'm in Japan, a convenience store lunch, and you know, real life travel. So our main goal in Death Valley is very, very large. A lot of people think that, oh, I'm just going to drive through it. It's going to be real quick. You have no clue. You do not understand how large Death Valley is. You're not going to be able to see everything in one day. If you do, it's going to be a lot of driving. And during the weekends when it's more crowded, or even during the on season when it's crowded, it's going to take you a long time to get through everywhere. So I highly recommend, if you have like a 4x, to go off the beaten path, and there's like so much more to see. My dad has spent so many winters and springs in Death Valley, and he has a Jeep, so he knows like all the good trails and stuff like that. But unfortunately, we don't have a Jeep. We have a minivan, and so we just stuck to the road. And like I said, we do have our dog with us, and so we could really only stick to the roads. Like, dogs are not allowed off the path where cars are. They're allowed wherever cars can be, dogs can be, but if a car can't be there, then a dog can't be there. So no dogs on hiking trails or anything like that, but you can walk your dog on a Jeep trail. So remember that. But our main goal was to see Lake Manly, which is in Badwater Basin. That's like the lowest point in Death Valley. And last year it rained a lot. It rained so much. And so Lake Manly filled up. But we got to see it like at the tail end, so it was already starting to dry up. And it was fun to see, because usually there's no lake there, it's just salt. But there were a lot of people. I don't know, I feel like usually Death Valley doesn't get that many people during springtime unless there's been a lot of water, which means there's going to be some flowers, which I'll be showing you a little bit later. So when we were in Death Valley, we didn't do all the hikes. We didn't do all the drives. We did stop at the visitor center to get some souvenirs, of course, and postcards. So if you are a subscriber to my Substack for the founding member, which is the Simple Life Social Club, you do get like a little call out on these travel videos, and also a postcard in the mail from our travels. So be on the lookout for that if you are a Simple Life Social Club member.
Little sad eyes, don't you cry, 'cause you know. Little sad eyes, love will come, love will go. And when you're strong, you never ask why. But can you learn to love your weakest side? Little sad eyes, I see you carry all that pain. It's a sad life. If the hurt is all in vain, but you'll get through the darkest nights when you learn to find your shining lights. Little sad eyes, don't you see I am right behind you? Don't you know I'm carrying your weight when you're down, and when you're out, I'll be around.
Is this a scorpion?
When you're strong, you never ask why.
So after the visitor center, we ended up going to the sand dunes, which I can't remember the name of the sand dunes, but it's the place where they filmed a lot of Star Wars movies. Death Valley has a lot of sites where they filmed Star Wars movies. You can actually get a map, and it pinpoints where all the different scenes from different Star Wars movies and TV shows were filmed. So if you're a Star Wars fan like my kids are, make sure you check that out. Fortunately, we didn't get to go see all of them, but we did stop at the sand dunes, and my boys did a little reenactment there. So remember, Luke, if you're out there, they've got it handled. So after the sand dunes, we made our way through Panamint Springs, and we're heading to Lone Pine because that's where we're staying the night. And between Panamint Springs and Lone Pine, there were a lot of wildflowers. So we stopped, of course, to take pictures and video and just be amongst all the wildflowers. It was beautiful, and yeah, highly recommend. I don't think this year there's many wildflowers because it didn't rain as much, but you know, keep track of the weather in California and you'll know how much rain Death Valley gets, and then you can, you know, check out the wildflowers, which is beautiful to see.
Come on, soft, turn the key and cooler on. There's a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun.
So no, we didn't see all the things in Death Valley, but we saw our things, right? The things that we really wanted to see. So the ones that worked for our family, our pace, and the chaos level that we had the capacity for that day. And honestly, I think that's what slow travel is all about. Thanks for tagging along on this dusty scenic detour. If you like this little postcard from the road, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more cozy chaos, and stick around. More postcards are definitely on the way. And hey, if slow living with a side of real life mess is your thing, come hang out with me on Substack at Cozy Notes. That's where I share all the good stuff, thoughts, stories, questionable life choices. And if you're in the Simple Life Social Club, you even get actual postcards in the actual mail. Yep, like it's 1997 again.
I've got better things.